So that's grinding. Hello guys and welcome back to the LP. This is the Kingdom, I'm King Happy, and today we're going to be doing some really strong work on the arena. I've been playing an awful lot on creative. If we just go down for the people that haven't seen this yet. This is the start of the arena. The outside is finished, the inside is not. It's not going to be like any other normal arena you may find, or paintball arena or such. There's going to be at least 3 different layers to this. I'm going to have a canopy layer, a normal layer, and then basement level, maybe 2 basement levels. So I've got lots of things planned in here. I've got so many bud switches to do. I've been absolutely loving playing with bud switch lately. I've got so many designs going. So today I'm going to show you quickly what I've been doing on my test world. And yes, I need to make a new test world because of the snapshots. I can make a nice flat one with the custom ones. So, just going to give you a quick look around. Zombie somewhere. Anyway, give you a quick look around. Oh, there you are. Quick look around the test world. I'm back in a sec. Okay, so back on the test world. I've been doing a lot of redstone things lately with my bud switches. We spend a lot of time on here. This contraption is a multi-bud switch combination door, which I think is really cool. Basically the most hidden door you can get. Of course you can use more bud switches than just 2 I've got here, but this furnace is a bud switch, and this ore in here is another bud switch. So, I'm going to show you how it works. We'll go over this one. Hear the piston go for the bud switch. Door is still closed. You put a piece of food in to cook. Changes state, door opens. Very nice. And it's on an AND gate, so both of them have to be activated. But as soon as that wood stops burning in there, it will close. So when I've got just a piece of wood in there, it won't last very long at all. There you are. So that's a nice hidden entrance. Between my base and my wheat farm, I want to have one of these. So I can use my normal furnace anyway as an input. I've got the bud switch ones next to my wheat farm, and then I have a piece of redstone ore somewhere. So basically when I've activated both, then I'm going to have it so the floor opens, I can fall through safely, have a water trap at the bottom, and then fall into the base. Nice way in. This one, if I just go into game mode 0, I've been playing with. This one of the things, especially for the arena, designed to kill you, designed so that if you walk one way, it's safe. If you walk the other way, it'll try and kill you. So walk this way. Actually, we walk this way. Things that all these redstone ones, they do take a little while to reset. So there you go. Let's change game mode. Let's see. So how does it work? There's a bud switch in it. It's a very simple design actually. Just one bud switch, and then 2 inverters. Going to 4 pistons on one side and 4 retracting pistons on the other. So that's quite a nice little design I've done. It seems to work fine, even if you go over the first redstone bit and then it activates and you stop. So if you stopped, say here, then anyone coming behind you is still going to be really scared, aren't they? And you're pretty much messed up if someone was chasing you. If you went the other way, then you would be safe and the person behind you might get knocked in, which is really cool. And to do this sort of thing with bud switches with the redstone ores for having flaming arrows thrown at you, fire charges and that sort of thing. I want to put in things like this, the block switches, and my super fast block switches, they're awesome. If you don't know what the block switches are, the one on the right should be the old version of the block switcher, and the left one should be the new one. The new one never clogs up and is super fast. As you can see, nice and effective. So I'm going to put lots of these in for my capture the block version of the game. So I'm going to have the pieces of lapis and gold ingots, well, gold nuggets laying around in dispensers and whatnot, and my hidden chests. And the aim of the game of that one would be to have teams, and the first team to complete a block of their choice, so either gold or lapis, would win with troll chests such like this. Although I can change that to that, and then that will be a hidden chest. You can get in it then. So I'm going to hop back to the LP, and I'm going to do some progress on the arena, and then give you a little look. Okay, so I've been working on top a bit. I haven't really done much redstone, but I've been doing lots of testing, and as before, we had a lot of problems seeing when heat comes from light is natural or is just fake. Some things we tried to do to melt the snow wouldn't work, even though you thought it would. This one seems to work. If you put half slabs here, it doesn't give out any natural light, well, no real light, it just gives out fake light, and it doesn't give out any heat. If you use pressure plates, then it gives out heat, which then in turn give out light, but this wood hasn't burned so far, so that's really weird. It hasn't been that long, but it hasn't burnt yet, which I'm surprised about. I've been adding in these features around each of my trees, or all of these. Let me change this one still. I quite like this pattern because basically the heat from these melts the snow on each of these different coloured ones. So those will always be like that, no matter what. This one I'm going to change the other way as well. Over here, I've got a little bit of progress. Don't mind the snow, it's quite helpful actually, trying to work out which bits are lit up or not. I've added some bits in here. I'm going to have it so you can go up this tree. I've got to remake this tree as well, and then you can go down that side. And yes, I am recording now because I've got a lot of testing to do, which I'm probably going to go into a new test world to do, and give you a little show of the results. I want to know what mobs can spawn on. And of course mobs can't spawn on glass and see-through blocks, but I want to know if they can spawn on either snow or ice or sandstone. Sandstone? Soul sand? I'm sure they can. I'm not sure actually, but it's not a whole block. Because the problem I have with these mushrooms, they're too big. One light in the middle, as you can see with the snow, you can see where it's been melted. It doesn't actually reach to the edges, so in theory a mob could spawn on those blocks there. I removed them here, but you actually get a horrible edge. I'll just remove this one here to show you. On the vines. I like it, there's stuff everywhere. I've made it so that I'll show you down there as well, and in the middle. If you run around, basically you should be able to just run up and down everything without jumping really. Remove this bit here. As you can see, it leaves this horrible edge, which I don't really want on its own. So, put ice there. Ice wouldn't be a bad thing to do if it doesn't melt. Be quite a nice edge to have. And we'll see if that melts. And by the way, for all the new people, I will link you to the building of the actual arena on one of my previous videos. I know there's a lot of new people now, and I guess I should get some information out the way in a bit about the channel. But yeah, that's getting on. For me, the top stuff is pretty boring. I'm just trying to get the science if it worked out so it's all lit up, and then I can really focus on the down bits. I've changed this bit in the middle. As you can see, I've got this everywhere, so you can just go up and down basically. I really like this area over here that I did. Basically, you should be able to run around everywhere. Now you can fire, shoot arrows, block yourself. Same with here, actually. This is the same principle as one over there. It actually lets out light and heat, but you can't burn yourself, and it doesn't seem to burn any wood. So I would have thought this, okay, these two here shouldn't give out any natural light. That one might. I'm trying to work out if the iron bars actually let out light or not. I think these ones actually heat up, but if you have it like this, it doesn't. This one does, this one doesn't, this one doesn't. It's very strange how they've done it. They need to fix it. Anyway, over here in the middle, I said before I wanted to have it so that's sort of one way of playing. You come up here and fight your way up. I might do it so sort of king ladder thing you may have seen before. So in here I've got invisibility potion here. So I might do with that as one way of playing. The other way of playing would be to capture the block, and around the arena we've got the block switches. So here you'll be able to make your block once you've got the 9 ingots or pieces of lapis. My super fast block switches, I really like them. And yes, I hate the snow. If you've been with me a while, you know I hate the snow. Absolutely hate the snow. So And the plan was, in the middle, this sort of the really good loot chest. I might put some other things in there. At the moment I think 4 ender pearls and a visitor potion are pretty good on normal arena fighting. Down here, I'm going to have it so that there's going to be a room in here. You may have seen in my test videos that I found ways of doing pseudo-random lighting systems with glowstone and redstone burning out, which I think is really cool, and it also makes noise, so it would annoy people come down here. Basically, this is the escape route. You've gone through the middle. You don't want to go back out here because, as some people know, I've got super slow sand here. Here, I'm not moving at all, and you move incredibly slowly, even slower than normal slow sand. And it's got ice underneath it. You haven't seen the tips and tricks and tips and tricks videos about that, and then you should go see. And you may have seen it before as well. So in here, I'd have the random lighting, so it will be flashing basically. Every block around the walls will be glowstone, as much as I can anyway, and they will be flashing. The floor will be flashing, so it'll be really annoying, disconcerting on the eyes. It'll be loud. You won't be able to hear people sneaking up. And then each of these 4 ways will go towards the corridors around the edge. So around the edges, I've already started making corridors. Oop, bit lag there. So such like down here, I've got corridors going through. So some of these will be dangerous. I might branch them off even more. I've actually got just 1 ring going around so far. So I need to get these done. That's why I'm trying to get the top done first, so I can do the redstone. So this bit's done. Here, dispenser. Food coming out. There's just a dispenser behind here, which is really cool. I like this sort of thing. I probably shouldn't move that there. Problem with it is I need to put it on a bud switch rather than just a normal pressure plate, and that way I'd have it so I'd have redstone blocks, same as most of my other ones, for the sensors, so that you only have to press it once and then you won't be able to press it again for another 2 minutes or so, however long it takes the redstone to change state again. So it's working out okay at the moment. And I think I'm going to pause again and do some tests on a new test world. As I'm in a new snapshot, I can do my own custom worlds for testing. I'm going to do a snow world and an ice world and have a see if I can get anything to spawn. So I'll be back after some testing. Okay, so we're on a new test world. I made a snow platform, an ice platform, a mycelium platform, and a slow sand platform. So far, snow one has spawned and mycelium spawned. I knew they were going to spawn really. Mycelium only mobs don't spawn in the correct biome. The snow one is just a full block. Yep, they're spawning on that. Not spawning in there, and not spawning in there. So I'm going to hang around here for a bit longer, and just to check. I'm feeling that the slow sand you cannot spawn on, and you cannot spawn on the ice either. So there'll be really good blocks to put away, because obviously if I need to put something on a block to light it up where there's no light already, then if I put either slow sand or ice there, then there isn't enough light to melt the ice, obviously because it can't melt the snow to begin with, but then nothing can spawn on the ice either. So it's a win-win basically. I'll know that it's safe to put the ice there, and that mobs can't spawn. So I'm going to just check this out, and I'll be back on the LP in a minute when I've figured it out. But I do have something to say before that. I remember I'm actually doing some work and some videos with one of the people from the minecrack fan server, and he's the Zenny Gamer. He was on Good Spotlight thingy a few days ago. I've been chatting with him quite a lot, and we've been trying to work out an adventure map or a survival map or a support style map we can do together. So if you need suggestions, I'd love you to voice them in the comments, and I'll link you to his channel in the description. So I'll be back in a little bit and we'll do some redstone. Oh darn. Yep, this lava down here obviously is real lava. That piece of iron bar there, oh dear, I quite like that tree as well. Well, we know that one works now as real light. Although I could... That's annoying, isn't it? Spread to there. Maybe I'll move this tree over a little bit. Because I did like how it was there. If I move it... Centre it here, maybe? I think we could do that. Grab a block of dirt. Be a good one. Ooh, it's merged with a bit. Okay, I'd fix that. That's a better looking tree, I guess. Just to move it all along. And yes, I've been doing quite a bit of work. I've been doing lots more testing. It's been very time consuming, but it's got to be done. I've changed these. Not sure if I like them. It's the only way to stop the ice melting, being that far away. And without breaking the edge blocks. Over here, this thing, if you put wood next to it here and here, they do burn. I found out, so that's one of the reasons that's burnt obviously over there. Which is a bit annoying, and I haven't started the redstone yet. I'll pause again, and I'll go start that. So to show you the tree being moved. Poor tree. I'm just glad the slow sand stopped things spawning. So we can go up on it. And I think I'm going to do some suffocation traps and a couple of bud switches in the corridors now. And try and hook up a bud switch to a dispenser down there. So, back when I've done that. Okay, first mini trap to go in. This is only a very simplistic redstone one. All it is, dispenser, arrows, lava. Should go fire arrows. Like so. So there's one trap done. That's only a very basic one. I'm going to do some bud switches now, which are much more fun than that. So I'll see when I've got my first bud switch ones done. Okay, so we're back. We are in the central hub underneath. I won't show you which portion of this it is. I don't want you knowing all of the traps in this place and where exactly they are, just to know that there are traps. So, I've left all the stuff open so I can show you. I'll explain to you roughly how it works. This is the bud switch, this block here. This block here is the detector. Basically, a bud switch, what it does is when that block updates, the piston will update, therefore it will expand. This down here inverts this, which then turns the signal off, and then loops it back. So all I've got here is it turning that off, then the signal goes off here, turns these ones on, pushes this out, and if we get to the side, it's gone back now. So it depends how long the redstone stays on for, to how long it does it for. It could be 30 seconds, can be a couple of minutes, it's not fixed I don't think. On this side it does the opposite, so if it's on, then these are on, and it means when these are on, it covers up the hole, and then when that goes off, this goes off, pulls them back. So let's give you a quick little view, little dry run. If I can get up somewhere, I'll run around. I'll cover this all up in a minute when I finish filming. So all you do is you walk along this corridor, so that where the ores are is where you'd walk. This bit will be covered up. So you think, no, just go along the wall, you wouldn't see anything, so you just go along, and then you'll be pushed into there. Ooh. There you are. Yes, just to place these blocks here, change the updating. So if I do it again, I've updated the blocks. So before I finish it off, I need just to make sure that this is updated the right way, because at the moment it's like this, but when that turns off, it will update it again and pull them back, so it'll be in the killing mode. So when that's done, I'll just need to reset the piston and just make sure it's in the right run. And then remember it's here, otherwise I will kill myself. I don't think I've filled it in with lava yet. Same way this other trap, I need to remove the arrows from it, just to make sure that I don't kill myself on the way. And actually changed it a bit, I put even more detectors on the other one, so basically if you walk towards it, you get pummeled by arrows, and then if you try and walk away, you get pummeled by arrows, but if you walk one way, you can get through. No. I like to keep some secrets from you guys, a few anyway. So, now I'm still like that. don't need these ones. So you see now it's updated, and this will now be on the off. That's in the off now. So we need to update the piston again. If we just do that over here. Yep, we can go down here. Maybe. There we go. And to update the piston, all you need to do is, the easiest thing to do is just a piece of redstone on top. Basically, it will update it once, because normally if you place a block and then destroy the block, you update it twice. If you just put a piece there, then as it moves, it breaks it, so it updates itself, which is very, very good to do on this. And we'll just make our way out if we can. And I think I have to end it there today, guys. I know it's been a bit shorter one than normal, but it's been a lot of prep work and trying to work things out for it. So, just want to get something out to you. Anyway, guys, that is the end. I do thank you for joining me, and I have been happy. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.